That is definitely Tom Bertho. I recognize him from years past. With the basketball now, Dave Madison. Madison pops it down to Joe Davis. Back out to Madison at three-point range, around to Bill Ryan. Ryan back to Madison. He wanted to go inside. He wanted to go to Hendricks, but Hendricks wasn't looking. Ryan turned around, Tom Burt turned around, thought he had Bill Ryan off to the corner and threw the ball away. Nobody there. Absolutely nobody in the corner at all. It wasn't even close. So Tom Burt starts off with the first turnover of the ball game. And the Wahoo Warriors will have the basketball. Ryan Eady against what appears to be kind of a token full court press. Nothing serious yet. Down court pass to Johnston. He'll throw back to Glock, and luckily the ball bounced off Glock's elbow back to Johnston. Jason will take the first shot from the corner. It's up off the front of the rim, but Randy Hoffman gets the rebound. Back out to Voline. He'll go down the lane with it off the right side, puts it up and in. Steve Voline with a quick hoop. Warriors take the 2-0 lead. Jason's shot was well off the mark, but again, Randy Hoffman, who specializes in this, was right there for the bound. First minute has gone by the wayside. It's 2-0 Wahoo. And in backcourt, Hendricks gives off to Ryan. It's Madison's, Ryan, Burt, Hendricks, and Davis for Pius. Glock, Eady, Johnston, Hoffman, and Voline for Wahoo. Madison off to Ryan. Ryan, the shortest player on the court at about 5'8" or so. Flips it in the corner to Joe Davis, and hustling in there, Troy Johnston to tip the ball out of bounds right into the Wahoo bench. And you know when you do that, you're right in front of the coach, you're right in front of your teammates. They give you a pat on the back. Yeah, that's where it was. 6:43 left, first period, and Davis set to throw the ball inbounds to Ryan. Bolts get it inside. Three-point shot for Dave Madison. Shot is up and in. Dave Madison, a three-pointer for the Bolts, Thunderbolts that is, and a cross-court pass tipped out of bounds by Tom Burt. Warriors this time down tried to go the full cross-court. A dangerous pass. Tom Burt had the long arms, reached in, slapped it away. Zone defense by Pius X now. They'll set up in the 1-3-1, it looks like. Jason Glock out to Johnston, across to Ryan Eady. First three-point try for Ryan is through the bottom of the net. As we said, Ryan had a slow game yesterday offensively, other than throwing the passes very smoothly. Did not score like he can. Today he may have changed that a little bit. Down court, here's Hendricks pulling up at the free throw line. Back out to Bill Ryan. Ryan's picked up by Eady. And again, zone defense on this side as well for the Warriors, so it's going to be a zoner all the way out. Might see some outside shooting today. Madison, who can one for Pius, has the basketball at three-point land. Throws it back across to Ryan way out front. Slips it down in the corner. This is Davis. Davis passes up the 18-footer back to Ryan. He wanted to try the three, passed it up, drives it down the middle. He'll put it off the glass. Too strong. Randy Hoffman with his second rebound. I may try to keep track of Hoffman's rebounds. This young man goes into double figures on rebounds all the time. Here's Johnston in the corner to Glock. Jason's going to take it to the free throw line. Dish it off. Tried to dish it off to Hoffman. He wasn't looking. Warriors recover the basketball. Voline back out to Johnston on the top. Jason with a nice pass, but he had Hoffman turned around. Glock passed up the three-point try in the corner. Goes to Troy Johnston. Johnston across court to Glock. Down the right side. Dishes it off, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds off Tom Burt's foot. Well, the last two times now down the court, Hoffman has been looking the other direction, thinking Glock was going to take the shot. These two guys will work it out. They've had 3 years together. They'll work out that problem very quickly. Ryan Eady with the basketball. Out to Johnston at the free throw line. Johnston backs it out into the corner. Here's Glock again. Another three-point try from the side. This one's perfect. Jason Glock, his first three of the ball game. We've got an 8-3 lead for the Warriors. 5 minutes left, first period. Great afternoon, a Friday afternoon, round 2 of the State High School basketball tournament, and a lot of games going on all over the place. Here's Joe Davis inside to Burt. Burt has it tipped away by Eady. Gets it back, though, to Madison. Off to Hendricks. Hendricks to Ryan. In the corner, Davis. And Davis wants to try the 10-footer. Throws it off the glass. Rebound down to Johnston. Steal, though, by Ryan. He'll take it to the middle. Dish off to Burt. Basket up and in. Tom Burt with a fine pass from Bill Ryan. It's 8-5 now. Wahoo up by 3. Eady, cross court to Johnston, back to Eady. He may want another three from here. Passes it up now to Johnston. Around the right side. Again, that zone defense for the Thunderbolts. Hoffman takes it inside, whistle, and we have our first foul of the ball game. I believe he's pointing at Tom Burt. He had Tom Burt and Dave Madison both there. We'll wait for the official call. It's on number 41. That is Tom Burt. First foul of the ball game. And it's not a shooter, I don't believe, but they are going to send him to the line. It looked like he was leaning towards the middle. They'll say that he was going to shoot the basketball. 8-5. Wahoo up, but Hoffman with a chance to increase that. He'll get a couple shots here. Hoffman throws the arc up way high off the front of the rim, though. Won't go down. He will get another try. Nearly halfway through the first quarter. It's gone very quietly. Wahoo has slipped into the lead. Not unnoticed, though, because this is a tremendous crowd down here. I would suggest somewhere over 10,000. Second shot up and in. And if you don't believe me, check the stats tomorrow. This place is filled. Not quite capacity yet, but filled. 9-5 now. Wahoo up by 4. Here's Madison's on the right side. Pops it back out. Looks for Hendricks. Gets it to him. Hendricks around the bend to Ryan. Off to Madison. Madison wanted the three-pointer there. Almost took it. Then thought better of it. Ryan back out to Madison. This time he's going to drive left side. Left-hand dribble off the glass. Looks good. No. Bounced out of there. Hoffman with his third rebound. Takes it down the middle on the break. Troy Johnston, left hand, up too strong. And a collision on the court. Ball will be tipped out of bounds. It'll go back to Wahoo. Hoffman and Madison. Hoffman and Madison's with a collision out there as Randy went up for his fourth rebound. Did not get it. He's only got 3 right now. The ball went out of bounds. Here's a lob inside to Hoffman. In the corner, Glock. Another three-point try for Jason. Through the bottom of the net one more time. Well, Jason Glock, who yesterday specialized on the inside, simply says, hey, we're up against the zone defense. I'm going to go down to the corner. I'll just drop him from there. He's 2 for 3 right now. And a 12-5 lead for the Warriors, who are just as fired up about this game as are the Thunderbolts. Here's an inside move by Kelly Hendricks. His shot is blocked by Voline, taken down by Hoffman. Nice, fine block, defensive play by Voline. Edie reached in on, keeps the basketball, lobs across to Johnston. One more time, Glock in the corner, same place he's gone each time. Passed up the shot that time, though, and popped it back to Johnston. Around to Edie, to Johnston. Again, working against that zone defense, they'll just move the basketball around until they find the shot they want. Here's Edie in the middle, Voline. Back out to Johnston. Hoffman, 16-pointer, 17-5 from the corner. Jason Glock, better make it a 3 again. He went farther out than I thought. That's 3 of them now. It's 15-5, and Jason has 9 points. And all from the same exact spot on the floor. So for those of you that said, this guy's just got an inside game, you're wrong. This is the best player in the state, folks. Here's Tom Bird on a move to the right side. He's against a trapping defense by Wahoo. Hoffman comes out to the top of the key to put defense on Madison. 15-5, the early score. Hendricks turns it around. Shot up and out of there, rebounded by Davis. He puts it up and in. We're going to get a whistle and a foul on Hoffman. That's his first foul, and that's going to send Joe Davis to the line for a couple of shots. In case you just joined us, it's 15-5 right now. Wahoo has not substituted at all. They haven't needed to. They have 4 3-point shots. Ryan Edie gets 1. Jason Glock gets 3 of them. And again, I don't mean to reiterate what I said or repeat it too many times, but I did hear a couple of rumblings yesterday. Jason Glock got an awful lot of points inside. Hey, they were going man-to-man. Jason Glock said the way to beat a man-to-man is to take them right down to the paint. He did that yesterday, got a bunch of inside shots, and there may have been a suggestion somewhere that this guy can only play inside. Wrong. 3 quick buckets from out in the corner, and it's the 15-6 lead. First free throw was up and in. Second one was out of there. We have a turnover. Shot came out of there and was rebounded by Pius, but the turnover on a travel gives the basketball back to the Warriors. 2:12 left, first period. A lot of basketball to be played today down here, and a lot of fans in the arena, despite the fact that the weather's so nice outside you could be swimming somewhere. Johnson in backcourt, a little bit of pressure now from the Thunderbolts, and the Warriors beat it. Glock got the ball across to Hoffman. Here's Voline on the inside, turns it around, the right-hand shot, no good, rebound out to number 45. Newly in the ballgame, Mike Coppert is 45. He pulls down the rebound, whistle, and a foul. It's going to go against, well, we'll wait and see. So far, 1 team foul against each. Now, number 55 called for the foul. And I don't even see a 55. That was Voline. There it is. Here's a steal by the Warriors. Edie has it in the corner to Glock on the other side. Now back to Hoffman. Voline wanted the shot from 10. Now drives in. Right-hand layup. Can't get it, but he's fouled. So this time it's going to be Voline going to the line. That was Voline that picked up the foul moments ago. Now he's going to go to the line. So you got a little bit of retribution right there. He'll get a couple of shots. Steve has a bucket. First bucket of the ball game, as a matter of fact. And it's 15-6. So right now the Warriors having their way in this one. You have to expect it's going to get a little bit tougher, but remember, as fired up as Lincoln Pius is about this ball game, the Warriors will be equally or better. What's that old sign you see on the typewriter? Equal to or greater than? Well, that's what the Warriors are right now. Voline's first shot is up and in. Sinks them both. 4 points for Volene and a 17-6 lead for Wahoo. In backcourt now, Bill Ryan tries to draw the foul from Eady. Can't get it. Breaks the press. Just a small press, though. Gives the ball off to Madison. Down working the baseline, number 45, Coppert. Inside, this is number 51, shot up and in. That's Erling. And he has a bucket. He came off the bench, Mike Erling, for this team. Hit a couple of buckets yesterday early against Lexington as well. I was surprised he did not start the game. 17-8 now. Lob pass in the middle. Volene's going to take it down. They're going to say he traveled. That's what I thought. A late call, a delayed call by the official. They had to wait to see officially if he was going to call that or if he was going to call the foul on somebody for a reach. It was, in fact, a travel. And Dvorak will come in the game for Volene. 17-8, a minute 11 to go. And Pius will have the basketball at the far end of the court, away from their hoop. Bill Ryan in backcourt works against Ryan Eady, and Ryan doesn't look at all like he's too concerned about this. He'll go man-to-man with Ryan. A couple of juniors matching up. Coppert on the other end. Again, man-to-man coverage now for the Warriors, but they shift back. Once the Pius X Thunderbolts beat the press, they shift back. Here's Burt with an outside shot. Hammers home a two-pointer. Tom Bird, who could get 20 in any game, has 4 right now. We're under a minute in this one. 17-10 first quarter from the Devaney Center. Mike Dvorak in the ball game, replacing Volene. Johnston back to Eady. We haven't seen Bernie Inbody yet. We'll see him before long. Johnston back to Eady in the corner to Dvorak. To Glock in the middle. Jason, 16-footer. It's up, rolls out of there. Hoffman rebound up and in. Jason Hoffman with his 4th rebound and another bucket. Hoffman has 3 points on the game. In backcourt now, number 11. That's Russ Campbell for Pius. Flips it across court to Ryan. Ryan, Campbell, Coppert, Erling, and Bird in the game. So they go deep on their bench. Here's Tom Bird, another 16-footer. Shot up, rimmed out of there. Rebound Hoffman, number 5. 5 in the first quarter, and that's down right there. The end of the first quarter, the buzzer went off. 19-10. Wahoo, the 9-point lead over Pius back in 60 seconds.
Would you like to give the greatest gift possible to a loved one or friend for the next important event that comes up? Something extra special? Then you need to think of Lucille's Gift Shop in downtown Wahoo. Maybe a collectible from the Precious Moments collection would be appropriate, along with a perfect card from the wide variety available at Lucille's. Lucille's Gift Shop offers the best of luck to the Wahoo Warriors in their bid for title number 3 and invites you to shop Lucille's for all your Easter season needs. If you're going to the state basketball tournament to root for the Warriors this weekend, the brand new Hardee's restaurant in Wahoo has a message for the boys and for you. Good luck to them on their try for championship number 3. And for you, stop in on your way to or from the games to enjoy their Fisherman's Filet Special with regular fries just $1.99 plus tax. Celebrate the great Warrior season with the newest member of the cheerleading squad, Hardee's Restaurant in Wahoo.
And back here to the Bob Devaney Center. Again, this is the second round of action. The semifinals is another term for it. As Lincoln Pius and Wahoo doing battle right now, 19-10. Not at all like the games, the early part of the games the last couple of seasons where Pius would get the lead and Wahoo had to make the comeback. Right now, the Warriors establishing who's who here. Inbody yet to come in the game. Here's a cross-court pass to Glock as Wahoo brings it in. Jason Glock puts it up to start the second quarter and hits the two-pointer this time. He has 11 in the contest. It's an 11-point lead. So take Jason Glock out of the ball game. It's a 10-10 tie. Leave him in at 21-10 Wahoo. Pass out front by the Pius X Thunderbolts out to Ryan. A lot of banging going on the inside. Coach Mick Anderson up off the bench signaling to Dvorak. Back in the zone defense again, the Wahoo right now. They keep changing defenses. Turnaround shot for Erling is up and out of there. And Jason Glock with just a super board. Pull that rebound down off the missed shot. And that's what Glock does so well. Passes the ball, shoots the ball, rebounds the ball, plays defense. You can't ask for more. Inside, here's Glock down the middle. Whistle, he has his shot blocked. Might have gotten a wrist grabbed a little bit. He talks to the official just slightly, nothing major. With the basketball, though, this is going to be Campbell for Pius. Pius took it away on that steal. Off to Ryan. Wanted the three-point try. Drives down. Gives off to Burt underneath the hoop. Shot up and blocked by Mike Dvorak. Dvorak also comes down with the basketball. That's an excellent defensive play. Up court, Glock pulls up at three-point range. Deals off to Eady. He'll try the three. Ryan's shot is perfect. They have missed one three-pointer today. 5 out of 6 for the Warriors, and it's 24-10 right now. Coach Tom Seib for Lincoln Pius says there's just no defense for that. Certainly not the zone defense. That won't stop the threes. You've got to force them way out of there for that. This is an excellent shooting team. Campbell with the basketball works against the 1-3-1 zone. Here's a shot up and in by Erling. Went right up over the top of Hoffman to get it. Mike Erling, 4 points off the bench now for Pius. Johnston in the corner. Dishes back to Edie. Off to Dvorak. He'll try the shot from the right side. Dvorak can't get it. Hoffman with a rebound and an easy bucket. Randy Hoffman with his 6th rebound of the ball game, and he has 5 points. 26-12 now. 5:53 left in the second period. Try to get Warriors stole the ball. Pius tried to get it inside to Tom Burt. Randy Hoffman just took it away. Off to Edie. He'll deal off to in the corner to Dvorak. Lob inside Hoffman. Up off the glass. I don't think the basket's going to count. Hoffman hit the bucket, but he was fouled on the floor by Erling. Mike Erling with his first foul. And they're going to say the basket does not count because Hoffman had yet to go up on his shot. Steve Voline returns to the lineup for Mike Dvorak. Again, we've yet to see Inbody or Latham, but we will. 5:38 to go, second period. Jason Glock will inbound the basketball. Glock looks for Hoffman, can't find him. Now flips it out front to Voline. Voline down underneath to Johnston. Nice play off the glass. Too strong, though. Won't go down. Excellent pass for Voline. Johnston too strong with it. Still 26-12. Pius gets the basketball. Bill Ryan brings it down, the little point guard for Pius. Dishes inside. Erling turns it around. 3-point try by Burt. Can't get it to fall. And a whistle. They're going to call Ryan Edie, I believe. Now they're going to send the basketball the other way, so the foul had to go against Pius. Mike Erling with the foul. Let's wait and see. Now, wait a minute. They are going to call it on Erling. That is his third foul off the bench. The scorekeeper did not wait for the official to come over and tell him officially what that was, but give him credit. He was exactly right. Our score is 26-12. Wahoo up by 14 in their bid to three-peat, win their third consecutive championship. Ryan Edie to Voline. Oh, he had Hoffman in the middle. Gets it to Randy Hoffman. Nobody's going to stop that shot. He had Hoffman, delayed a second, threw it into him after the delay, and Hoffman hit it. Randy with 7 points in the game now and 6 rebounds. Under 5 minutes in the second quarter. Steal by Johnston. No, now it's brought back down by Ryan for Pius. He pulls up at 10 feet, dishes back to Burt. Burt wanted the 3-point try, got somebody in his face. Actually, that was Troy Johnston. Stepped right in there and said, no way, we're not going to let you have it. You can force it, but you won't get it easy. This is a very smothering zone defense. This isn't your tight man-to-man. But Wahoo has just, they're so quick out there. Here's a shot by Madison from 3. Bounces it in and out of there. Whistle and a rebound by Jason Glock. Jason might have been up over the top a little bit right there, but he is so smooth, you just don't see it happen. 16-point lead, 28-12. Cross-court pass to Johnson, into Hoffman. Randy turns it around, throws it up against pressure off the front of the rim. Forced that shot a little bit. Hoffman let one get away from him. It did not go down. Rebounded by Carpert for Pius. And we're halfway through now the second period. Just a gorgeous day in Nebraska, inside or out right now, because Wahoo's looking good. Down the middle, here's Hendricks. Joe Hendricks puts the shot up and in. His first basket of the game. And it's now Wahoo doubled up on Pius at 28-14. Pius may have been looking past the Lexington game yesterday, which was not a wise idea because Lexington made them pay for it. Took them right into overtime before losing. Voline with the basketball for Wahoo. Dishes it back out to Edie. Lob inside Glock. Jason loses control, but Hoffman recovers it. Now Johnston back out to Edie. In the corner, Johnston. They move the basketball from high above their heads. Johnston down the middle. Lays it off to Glock. Perfect. Perfect. Glock may have gotten the basket, but you have to look back to Johnston for the pass on that one. Troy brought everybody to him at the free throw line, laid it off to Jason, and then now Jason Glock with a steal. On the press. Glock down the middle. Right-hand shot is up. Bounces out of there. Could not get it to roll for him. He had a pretty easy shot, but might have been a little bit off the mark, or a little bit off balance when he took it. Inbody set to come in now at the next break for the Warriors. As is Russ Campbell for Pius. Here's a give inside, taken away by Edie. And they're going to whistle a foul on Coppert. Mike Coppert tried to get the ball from Ryan Edie in backcourt. Neither team in the bonus situation yet. It's been we might be in a bonus now. That was number 5, so Edie will come down to the other end. And Coach Mick Anderson signaling to Inbody. He will replace He's apparently going to replace Ryan Eady because he sits back down at the scorer's table. Eady will get one try. If he can convert that, he'll get another. Ryan with a couple of threes on the day. 30-14 Wahoo right now. 3 minutes left in the half. First shot is up and in by Ryan. Mentioned yesterday, he is the son of the athletic director, Paul Eady. And I can see Paul from here standing off to the side, glowing his approval. As son Ryan, a junior, looks to the second free throw and drops that as well. Dad probably remembers taking him out in the driveway, practicing those. Eady comes out of the game. You hear the cheer in the background from the Warrior fans. 32-14 now, and Bernie Inbody. Maybe the cheer was for Inbody. This young man comes off the bench and excites everybody. Very slight of stature, but he can shoot the three. Does not hesitate. Madison's with the basketball for Pius. In the corner to Davis. Davis should have taken that shot, passed it up. Whistle and a foul. Maybe Hoffman, maybe Voline. We'll wait and see. Voline has one on him already. They're going to signal the foul on Voline, his second. And now they say Hoffman. The official said 5-5, I thought. He must have said 5-0. That would be Hoffman instead. So take it away from Voline, give it to Hoffman if you're keeping score. And the inbound pass from Pius out to Ryan. Three-point try for Bill Ryan, way off right side. Rolls it out of there. Jason Glock pulls it down. Glock outlet pass to Johnston. They'll move the basketball left to right quickly. Johnston pulls up off to Inbody, and that's where Inbody loves to shoot the threes from. This time he says no. Back to Voline, back to Inbody. Passed up the three in the corner to Johnston. They're coming out quickly. They know that Inbody can shoot from there. And here's a steal by Hendricks, but Voline gets it right back. Lob in the corner. Voline throws it out of bounds. Turnover against the Warriors. Threw it right over the head of Inbody. That ball might have been caught if it was Hoffman or Glock, but Bernie Inbody comes in here about 5'7" or 5'8". Could not get up that high. 2:13 the clock running here in the first half. And there are just a ton of people from Wahoo, as well as Pius. Of course, this is the Lincoln crowd, too. 2 minutes straight up. I'll give you the 2-minute warning right now. There it is. 32-14. Wahoo up by a substantial margin. Lob inside. They've quieted Tom Burt, but he takes this one into the lane off the front. Rebound, a fight for the rebound. Tie up between Hoffman and Burt. It'll go back to Pius. Well, I don't know if you can count that as a rebound or not, but if I did, Hoffman would be up to 7. Right now I have him for 6 unofficially. And Bernie Inbody comes back out of the ball game. Gave Ryan Eady just a little bit of a breather. With the basketball, Davis inbounds it. Off to Eady, or excuse me, not Eady, Ryan, Bill Ryan that is. Eady was on him. Here's Hendricks with a move down the lane, puts it up off the glass. Joe Hendricks has all 4 of his points in this quarter. 32-16. Again, Wahoo still doubling up on Pius right now. Lob pass inside Hoffman. He'll turn it around off the glass. Rolls it up and in. Another great pass from Troy Johnston, who has played this ball game, almost all of this ball game. Yesterday came out early. There's a near steal in backcourt by Eady, but Pius breaks the timeline. Hendricks pulls up, throws it off the glass. Can't get it to fall. Randy Hoffman, rebound number 7. Eady brings it up across the timeline. He'll let the offense set up, throws it left side to Johnston, back out to Glock. Glock has been quieted, at least from the threes here in this period. Johnston wants to get it in, finally finds Glock. Baseline move for Jason Glock, right-handed. Can't get it to fall, though. Hoffman gets the rebound and loses it. We won't credit him. Johnston puts it up and out of there. Tip try, no good. Rebound to Hendricks. Hendricks came out of there strong, throwing an elbow. No call, though. 47 seconds. You hear the boo in the background from the Wahoo crowd. I think they wanted a foul called on Joe Hendricks. Was not to be, though. Here's a turnaround shot for Tom Burt. Rolls off the front of the rim. Glock with the rebound. Outlet pass Eady. They'll move it quickly left to right. Half a minute left in the first half of action. We'll get some news for you. About 5 minutes of update news at halftime. But right now, 34-16. Wahoo's going to take this right down to the buzzer. They'll look for somebody, Hoffman or Glock, for that last shot. Maybe Ryan Eady out front. 16 seconds. Eady at three-point range. Deals it back to Glock. Jason in no hurry. Walks it out to the timeline. Now back to Eady around to Hoffman. Glock at three-point range. Drives it to the free throw line. Dishes off to Voline. Off the glass. Won't go. We have a whistle and a foul. I believe they're going to send Jason Glock to the line. We'll wait and see. No, Voline's going to step to the line. Well, I didn't see Voline get fouled at all, though I thought on the pass that Jason Glock may have been grabbed. There are 4 seconds remaining on the clock. And making his first trip into the ball game, number 31, that is Greg Long for Pius. Steve Volan at the line for Wahoo. He can give the Warriors a 36-16 lead if he can convert both of these on the 1-and-1. Good first half for Volan. First shot is up and in. I've been saying Voline and Volan. My apologies for whichever one is wrong. I've heard it both ways in talking to the crowd, so we'll go with Volan for now. Second shot by Steve is up and in. Steve would be good. I can say that. 36-16, the shot, your game clock down to 2. Here's a shot up at the buzzer, too hard. That's going to take us to halftime. He missed the shot, 36-16. Wahoo with a 20-point lead at halftime over Lincoln Pius X back in 2 minutes.
The death of a loved one can raise many questions and concerns. During these times, you want answers, not more questions. Erickson Pruce Funeral Home in Wahoo has the answers for you and the experience to support those answers. Directors William J. Pruce and Jackie Anderson continue a tradition that has provided dignified professional service to all faiths since 1907. Erickson Pruce Funeral Home is at 911 North Linden in Wahoo, offering best wishes to the Wahoo Warriors at the state tournament. Don Peterson and Associates has insurance offices in Fremont, West Point, and Wahoo. Mike Waddle is your agent in Wahoo with an office at 543 North Linden. Let Mike Waddle show you how Don Peterson and Associates can solve your insurance problems in areas of business, life, health, home, auto, and farm. In Wahoo, call 443-3742 for Mike Waddle of Don Peterson and Associates, a locally owned independent insurance agency. Hey, when you're done watching the Wahoo Warriors steal, shoot, and score points at the state basketball tournament, get on over to Sack and Save in Wahoo and find winners in every aisle, like Wimmer's Wieners, 2.5-pound bag, only $4.99. New Farmstead bacon is just $1.19 for the 12-ounce size, and Braunschweiger is only 59 cents a pound. You'll always find 10 to 30% off and double coupons every day at Sack and Save in Wahoo, the grocery store of champions like the Wahoo Warriors.
Wahoo State Bank announces, coming soon to Hinky Dinky in Wahoo, the neighborhood bank you carry in your pocket, Wahoo State's Bank in a Box. And right now, get a free 2-liter bottle of pop with each approved Bank in the Box card application, along with the chance to win a super shopping spree at Hinky Dinky in Wahoo. The Wahoo Warriors keep up with the latest and best basketball game plans, and Wahoo State Bank keeps in step with the latest in banking with Bank in a Box. Ask Wahoo State Bank how to get yours. Member FDIC.
And as we're being entertained by the Lincoln Pius X drill team out there, let's go back and remind you of some other sponsors that are helping to bring you this ball game today on KHUB KFMT. How about Coastal Mart Incorporated, M.E. Collins Contracting Company, Don Peterson Associates, Mike Waddle in Wahoo, Berkeley Envelope, Bethlehem Lutheran Church, Ace Hardware and Lumberyard, B. Wright Printing, Charlie Barber Construction, Howard's Auto Grooming, All Sweep, and AJ's Upholstery. All good businesses down in the Wahoo area. And happy to help bring you the coverage of this as the Warriors try to three-peat, win that third title in a row. And today, such a big game as they meet this Pius X team who had to come into this game extremely fired up. Though right now, some of the wind may be out of the sails of Pius. They have not been able to do much. In the second period, they scored a total of 6 points, while Wahoo rang up 5, 9, 15, 17 points and stretched an 8-point first quarter lead all the way up to 36-16. So beautiful day outside. We're going to take you back to the KHUB studios now, and Mike Masco well, he'll look at the weather for you. He'll also update you on local news from around our area. And then we'll come back here in about 5 minutes. What do we do then? Well, we'll talk about the second half. We'll talk about the rest of the tournament. Maybe we'll have some scores for you of other ball games. I'm Ted Venema. We'll see you in about 5 minutes.
You're used to getting 100% effort from your Wahoo Warriors each time they play. And you're used to paying 100% of the cost on items like wallpaper. Well, not at Hoppy's Complete Decorating Center in Wahoo. Right now, through March 31st, you can get 30% off on selected wallpaper, 20% off on materials and labor. And the selection is wide with 75 books to choose your special ordered wallpaper from. Bring the spring season in with the latest in bright designs from Hoppy's Complete Decorating Center, 135 East 5th Street in downtown Wahoo.
There I did as I usually do. You kind of start looking around and see all who's here. I have about 10,000 fans that I've spotted so far. I've also spotted a number of so-called celebrities. A number of your top area high school coaches and college coaches are around here, certainly taking a look at the best talent, these college coaches. They may be recruiting some of them. Wahoo has the basketball to start the second half. Jason Glock out front now to Troy Johnston with it. They'll move the basketball around. They're going the other direction, of course, now. to start this half. Johnston steps to the free throw line, throws it under to Hoffman. Randy's shot is up. It's going to go down, and he's fouled. So Randy Hoffman, who put in 9 points in the first quarter, now has 11 already, and he will try to make it 13 with this shot. Let's give you those point totals, by the way. I don't have to take too much time to do this because very few players scored in the first half. 4 players for Wahoo. Ryan Eady with 8, Jason Glock with 13, Randy Hoffman with 9 at that break, and Steve Volin with 6. Hoffman gets 2 more here. On the other side of the ledger, Joe Davis had 1 for Pius. Burt had 4, Erling 4, Hendricks 4, and Dave Madison 3. Hoffman misses the free throw, by the way, but Warriors get the rebound and proceed to turn the basketball over on a turnover. I guess that makes sense. Turn it over on a turnover. Turn it over on a travel is what I meant to say. 38-16 again right now. About 13 minutes past 2 o'clock. What a beautiful afternoon at any time of the year, let alone the final few days of winter. Beginning moments of the second half. Wahoo scores first. The basketball now to Madison for Pius, taken away by Glock. Jason Glock just reached up, took it away from him. Madison held it over his head. Ryan Eady calls for the basketball, wants to set the offense for the Warriors. Volin, lob inside Hoffman, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds. They'll give it to Pius. They'll say Hoffman touched it last. So Dave Madison got back. He had the ball taken away from him on one end, went down the other direction and fought for it. Caused Hoffman to force it out of bounds, and Pius gets it back. Now a near turnover. Pius is going to have to get this over the line quick, and they can't do it. Took him 10 seconds. Well, that was a weird one right there. That was not caused so much by the press as it was by somebody on Pius. I think it was Joe Davis turning around, throwing the ball backwards. Generally, you want to move that basketball up the court. He turned around, threw it back in there, and right away you started thinking to yourself, gee, you're awfully close to 10 seconds. He in fact was. Wahoo gets it back on the turnover. Ryan Eady picked up by Ryan. Close coverage. Off to Johnston, to Ryan, around to Volin. Volin lobs it, steal by Hendricks. Volin has it taken away. Tried to throw it over to Hoffman, and so Pius gets it back. The two teams now with a flurry of turnovers in the first minute and a half of the second half. And with the basketball, Bill Ryan now pots it out to Hendricks. Hendricks with a shot from the free throw line, and he converts. Hendricks had 2. With the basketball now, Eady, 38-18 off to Johnston. Johnston swings it around right side. And checking out the defense for Pius, they have changed and now have gone man-to-man. Here's a steal on the other end by Tom Bird. He's going to try to take it in on Johnston, does so. So a quick basket there for Bird. He follows the Hendricks hoop. It's 38-20 now. Pius has decided to go man-to-man, so they went zone completely in the first half. Near reach by Ryan from behind, no call. Volin with the basketball, dribbles to the middle of the lane, dishes it out to Johnston. He'll look to go to Volin, down to Eady, lob inside, tipped out of bounds by Hendricks. The Warriors have decided to get the basketball inside to Randy Hoffman or Jason Glock, but right now Tom Bird and Dave Madison are playing tight defense in this man-to-man on Hoffman and Glock. Here's the lob out to Eady now. Ryan picked him up. They don't want him converting from 3 either. Pius has come out here with a job to do, a purpose. Here's Volin from the free throw line, throws it up way short. Rebound Johnston. He'll get the easy basket. Troy Johnston found himself in the right place at the right time, has his first hoop of the day. 40-20. Ryan across the timeline to Madison. Madison back to Ryan. Pius, I don't know how they are on three-point shooting, but they're going to have to get some three-point shots and some three-point plays if they're going to get back into this, because the clock's working against them. Down on the other end, we have a tie-up on the court. Troy Johnston pulls it away from Hendricks, and it will go back to Pius on the tie-up. So the Thunderbolts started to make a run there, but Wahoo quiets that very quickly. All starting to point now to try at a third title for Wahoo and win number possible 64 tomorrow. Here's a shot from the corner by Madison. He puts up a three-point shot. So Dave Madison, I think he's only taken 2 or 3 shots in this ball game. They've all been from three-point range. He has 2 of them down, 40-23. Volin, top of the key, off to Glock. Jason Glock drives free throw line, dishes back to Volin. Nice pass, and he's going to be fouled, and fouled seriously. I think Joe Davis will wait and see. The official pointed at number 15. Nope, they're going to say the other way around. Yeah, Joe Hendricks instead, 53. Pointed right at Davis, but went over and signaled Hendricks. So Hendricks has his 3rd foul on the day, according to the scoreboard. I did not have him for 3. We'll go by the official board. Volin hits the free throw, and he will get another try. I believe that was a two-shotter, as a matter of fact. They're going to say he was going up with it. 41-23, second shot up and in. 42-23 now with 4:56 left in the third period. Ryan quickly down the court, dribbles through the press, takes it right down the middle, wastes no time, lays it up, but he's fouled. And this time they're pointing at Volan. And I think Volan's going to have his second foul. We'll wait and see. Yep, Volan has foul number 2. Bill Ryan's going to go to the line. Ryan had a purpose that time. He has not scored in this ball game, though he averages about 8.4 a game, 184 points on the year. A lot of juniors on this squad, a lot of junior starters. 4 junior starters for Pius. And the shot up and in by Ryan. He hits the first free throw. He'll get another. And, of course, Wahoo starts 1, 2, 3 juniors as well and comes off the bench with a couple more. Ryan's second free throw is up and in. 50 or 42-25 make it. Ryan has the ball stripped by Ryan, takes it away from Edie. Ryan got in there and lays it up too strong. Rebound to Johnston, and he was undercut, but no foul call. And now finally a whistle and a foul, and we'll wait and see who they call it on. Official appears to be calling it on Troy Johnston. And boy, you are hearing the Wahoo crowd in the background now. I should turn that up and let you listen. I don't think I need to turn it up. Wahoo did not like that one bit. 2 different Wahoo Warriors hit the floor, and Wahoo fans let their displeasure be known. 42-25, the 17-point lead. A very comfortable game so far for the Warriors. Joe Davis will inbound it. Foul called on Johnston, by the way. His first. Ryan out front. Well, Ryan had a sure layup there, and he threw it up too hard a moment ago. That caused all the other activity. Now Madison off, covered by Hoffman. Madison, cross court to Ryan. 1 of the 3, passes it up. Dishes inside Hendricks. He'll turn around, throw it up right-handed off the front of the rim. Tip try by Davis. They're going to say he reached over the back and fouled. Joe Davis with foul number 1. And the team's even up at 2 apiece in the second half on fouls. Now 3 for Pius. That was the third team foul. 4 minutes and 16 seconds to go. Well, I'm going to tell you something, folks. You talk about a thoroughbred. Jason Glock is a thoroughbred. He will go from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. He will play all corners of the court, offense, defense. Here's a steal by Ryan. Ryan throws it back in. It's going to be, throws it off the leg of Troy Johnston. It'll go back to Pius. Well, Bill Ryan has been a man possessed here for the Thunderbolts, and Coach Mick Anderson letting Ryan Edie know that that was not the pass he wanted thrown. Threw it right into the hands of Bill Ryan, so Ryan Edie now will probably get his dander up, and when that happens, you can expect a point explosion, too. Davis puts up a shot, bounces in and out of their rebound. Pulled down by Davis. He's going to be fouled. Can't get the shot to go. Put back up another shot. Was fouled from behind, I believe, Johnson. We'll wait and see. It is on Johnson, his second, and we will make reference to that comment I made a moment ago where Ryan Edie was just, well, he was just discussing that last pass with Coach Mick Anderson. And I think Coach Anderson let him know in no uncertain terms he didn't want to see it again. Well, that will serve to do nothing except make Ryan mad enough to come out here and start firing him up. And when that happens, look out, Pius. First free throw up and in by Davis. Ryan Edie is the quarterback of this team, and he really can turn things around when he wants to. Second shot up and rolls out of there for Davis. With the ball for the Warriors now, Jason Glock brings it up. Hoffman has 8 rebounds on the ball game, unofficially. Johnston in the corner to Glock. Glock at the free throw line, pulls up, dishes off to Volan. They've quieted Jason Glock in this period. Here he is from the corner now, passing up the shot, dribbles it around. Free throw line, again, looks for the good pass, throws the nice soft pass to Edie, back out to Johnston. Inside Glock at the free throw line against pressure, throws it up off the front of the rim, gets his own rebound, he's going to be fouled, he'll hit the basket. Well, it was only a matter of time. Jason Glock missed the shot. He was under pressure from the free throw line, but you know what Jason Glock does when he misses a shot? Steps in and pulls down his own rebound. Personally, if I were Jason Glock, I probably wouldn't be able to do that because I think every one of my shots is going in. His generally do. I'd get confused on the thing. Jason Glock knew exactly where to be in the right place at the right time. He'll go to the line. He has 15, by the way, on the ball game, following up yesterday's 39-point performance in the win over Schuyler. Started out a ball of fire today with 3 big three-point buckets. Credit Pius, they have done a pretty good job on him, but this just goes to show you that they are not a one-man team because the rest of the Warriors have picked it up. Glock misses the free throw. 3:16 to go in the third period, 44-26. Joe Hendricks off to Ryan. Bill Ryan from the outside rolls it up out of there. Rebound brought down eventually by Randy Hoffman. Number 9 for Hoffman, and the Warriors will take it the other direction, right to left. Boline with the down-court pass. Underneath the Glock. Glock's going to be fouled. He hit a basket, but it won't count. He was fouled by Bill Ryan on that quarterback pass that tossed from Bolin down the length of the court. Glock went up like the receiver, all-state receiver that he is. Pulled it in. He was fouled as he came down. Hit the basket on a nice, smooth reverse layup, but about 2 steps after he'd been fouled. 44-26, Jason with a pair at the line now. Now they're going to say 1-1. That is right. He was not going up. He was coming down, as a matter of fact, so a good call by the official. And the first one's up, rolls out of there, so Jason has missed a couple. He's generally very strong at the line. We have not seen very much of Bernie Inbody today or Scott Latham, and I certainly don't have the answers. I won't tell Coach Mick Anderson what to do. He got 62 in a row already. He doesn't need my help. Here's Tom Bird on the other end. Throws up a shot up the glass. No good. Erling has his shot blocked by Jason Glock. And they're going to call Jason for the foul. Looked like a pretty good Glock block to me. First foul on Jason, however. It won't hurt anything. They'll send Mike Erling to the line for 2 shots. In the ball game now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is only the 8th free throw for Pius. On the other hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 for Wahoo. Shot up and in by Erling. He has 5. And he'll try one more time. 44-27. Second shot up and in by Erling. 44-28. You know, interestingly enough, 2:40 left in the third quarter. This is a 16-point game. This is exactly where Wahoo made their run against Pius last year. Now a steal on the other end. Burt steals it. They put it up, and Ryan scores the basket, and he's fouled. Well, right now, maybe Lincoln Pius went back and looked at the films from last year and said, look, let's change uniforms. Let's do to them what they did to us. Bill Ryan hit a basket, cuts this gap to 14 at 44-30. Look for Wahoo with all the experience they've got. Look for them to settle things down very quickly. They need to quiet the crowd right now. It's 44-30. They own the comfortable lead, but Pius has not given up. I think I said at halftime that they might have had the wind taken out of their sails. My apologies to the Thunderbolts. They've come out with a vengeance right here and about scored Wahoo in this third period. Ryan's free throws up and out of there. Burt gets the rebound, puts it up and in, and he's fouled. Tom Burt went up, got the free throw. Now you're hearing the crowd on our side of the, when I say our side, I don't mean I'm on their. Let me clarify that again. I'm on the south side of the arena, and that's where Pius is at. The Wahoo fans are on the north side, and they are quiet right now. 44-32, and Tom Burt going to the line to try to make it an 11-point game. And all you need to do sometimes is get a team or a crowd fired up a little bit. You will recall Wahoo last year had exactly the same situation, and they made the best of it. Remains to be seen if Pius can. Burt's free throw is up and out of there. And a big rebound by Mike Dvorak. Just in the ball game now for Boline, and he pulls down a good one. Nearly throws the basketball away. Randy Hoffman gets it back. And they get the ball into Jason Glock's hands. I think that was designed. They said, we've got to get it to the big guy. Off to Inbody in the ball game, and it's taken away. Whistle and a foul on Ryan. He reached in from behind for the foul. Well, Inbody dribbled around Bill Ryan. Ryan wanted the steal, reached in behind him, slapped it away, but caught hold of Bernie's wrist. Both teams in the bonus from here on out, so there'll be a lot of free throw activity. And we certainly haven't had any timeouts throughout the ball game. Let's take a quick 30-second break. We'll be back here at Bob Devaney Center.
If you're going to the state basketball tournament to root for the Warriors this weekend, the brand new Hardee's restaurant in Wahoo has a message for the boys and for you. Good luck to them on their try for championship.
His first point of the game. He put up 13 in the first half yesterday. Second free throw, equally good. I'm going to tell you, Bernie Inbody has ice in his veins. Said before, we talked a little bit about him. We still will. In backcourt, he's going to pick up Ryan. Ryan dribbles right past him. 46-32. Builds the lead back up to 14 for the Warriors. Ryan dishes it out to Burt. Tom Burt has been relatively quiet throughout the game. He has 8, but he's a 20-point scorer. Ryan lobs it into Burt. Turnaround shot right side. Too short. Rebound Glock. And Jason pulls it out. He wanted to go to Inbody down the right side. Now he does. Bernie on a full-out run. Pulls it up at 16 feet. Throws it up and hits it. So Inbody is, I'll tell you, it's hard to keep this guy off the court. Bernie has a spot off to the right side way out that he just loves. This time he was on the line. Did not get the three-pointer, but he's a pretty safe bet, even about 6 feet farther out. 48-32, a minute and a half left in the third. Remember now, Sutton a loser today, by the way, in Class C1. Shot up and out of there by Erling. Put back up and in, though. Nice play by Joe Davis. And it's 48-34. Glock. Ryan Eady out of the ball game right now. They trust Jason Glock with the basketball. And they get it off to in-body. Bernie. Nice pass in the corner to Johnston. Inside Hoffman. He'll put it up. Bingo. Randy Hoffman. So many weapons on this Wahoo Warrior team with a minute to go in the third. 50-34 now. Said earlier, Sutton was beaten by Wisner-Pilger. Congratulations to Wisner. Pilger. And a shot up put out of there by Davis. Not taken down that time by Hoffman. Another rebound. He's got 10. Up court to Glock. Jason's going to go up for the slam. He misses it. Had a little bit of defensive help there. They're going to credit how the Pius fans are cheering for Dave Madison. Glock went up to try to slam that when he had Madison in his way a little bit. Distracted him somewhat. He missed the slam or the stuff. Out front, here's Burt trying the three-pointer. It's going to be taken down. A travel on the floor by Mike Erling. Burt tried the three-point shot, had it stripped away from him. The ball was loose in the lane. Erling went down to get it and rolled on the floor. And Ryan Eady set to come back in. 50-34. Now, I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, that stuff attempt by Jason Glock would have brought this Wahoo crowd on their feet for about 10 minutes because he just about had it. He can easily stuff the ball that time. He just had some defensive trouble from Madison. Glock inbounds it, full length to the court pass. Going to be taken down, though, by Davis. So Jason now with a couple of mistakes in the last moment. He won't make many of those. 17 seconds left in the quarter. It's 50-34. Wahoo was down like this at the end of the third quarter last year. And a steal, though, by Mike Dvorak. Credit Dvorak. It ends up in the hands of Randy Hoffman. But Dvorak stole it. Now Bill Ryan steals it on the other end. Throws it up right-handed. Too strong. Rebound by Johnston. That'll end the third quarter, though. It's 50-34. Wahoo up by 16. We'll take a minute break.
Get out of those dull winter clothes, guys. Spring merchandise is arriving.
Well, I might be wrong as we get set to start the fourth quarter, but I believe this could... that script out of last year's book. But they're working against a tough Wahoo team. Here's a steal by Tom Burt. He's going to take it the length for a slam. No, he lays it in. Tom Burt picks up his 10th point of the game on a steal. Pius has been very aggressive with the steals in this second half. And a near steal. Yeah, they're whistling a foul on Ryan. Ryan tried to get into Ryan Eady's face that time, fouled him. So Eady will go the other end of the court. And right now, some of the Warriors looking at each other like, come on, guys, so settle it down a little bit. We've got to protect against the passing. The only people that can hurt us right now are ourselves. And they're not known for doing that. Believe me, Ryan Eady at the line now in this fourth quarter for a 1-and-1. Eady has 8 in the ball game. Hit a 3 real early, then hit another one in the second period. Been quieted since then. 1-and-1 try. 15 points on the game for Jason Glock. 13 for Randy Hoffman. 8 for Voline. 4 for in-body. Ryan Eady now has 9. And he'll get another try. Hit the first free throw. Voline returns to the lineup for Dvorak. Again, Scott Latham now, the only player in that top 8 who we expected to see some action, and he has not. That may be for some particular reason. Second shot up and out of there by Eady. Rebound brought down by Erling. And it's 51-36, a 15-point game. Remember, the three-pointers will try to get this team back in, but they don't take many. Lincoln Pius, so Burt just took a two-pointer and drilled it. He has 12 on the game. He's usually good for 20 a game. He has 12 right now. Maybe he'll bid for 8 more yet. Voline in backcourt. Looks to get the basketball across the midcourt line. Does to Johnson. Here's Glock down the middle. Lob to Hoffman. Hoffman's going to be fouled. Took it up real strong. And a foul by Ryan. Bill Ryan with his third. Ryan has his third foul, and that sends Hoffman to the line. Randy will get a couple. Hoffman has a chance to tie Glock for the game-high honors right now, if he can drop both of these. Randy Hoffman at the line in this ball game, 1 for 2, 1 for 3 now. So Randy would like to get that percentage back up above 50%. First shot is up and high, and he's off the front of the rim. He's hit the front of the rim now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 different times. Sank one free throw, but all 3 of the others have been well short. Now remember, and again, I will not pretend to think that this team is tired. They are too good for that. But Randy might be a bit tired, though. The second free throw goes up and in. With districts last week and a big game yesterday, you can get worn out pretty easily. Again, not to suggest that he is, because he's a horse. He's a stallion. 52-38, 7 minutes to go in this one, and Ryan gives the basketball off to Burt. He takes it in the lane, throws it up, too short. Rebound brought down by Davis. Whistle and a foul on Voline. His third, I believe. Wait and see now. And they say Bill Ryan, by the way, has 4 fouls. I had him for 3. Voline does have 3. So Bill Ryan, the point guard for Pius, close to fouling out. May look for Ryan Eady to try to draw something there. Comfortable lead for the Warriors, 14 points, 6:53 to go, fourth period. From the Bob Devaney Center. And you're listening to KHUB KFMT Sports. Ted Venema here. Glad to be with you for the third year in a row following the Warriors. Joe Davis hits the first free throw. Going to follow some more Warriors down to Kansas City on Tuesday night as Midland takes on David Lipscomb of Tennessee. Davis hits the second free throw. 6:15 game time, by the way, Tuesday night. Don't miss that one. That should be wild. Or at least fun, we'll say that. How about Jason Glock now in the back court, bringing it up court, even though Ryan Eady's on the floor. Eady's had a little trouble with Ryan, so they've gone to Jason Glock. It's been effective. 52-40, a 12-point game now after those 2 free throws. Voline tries to bring the basketball in, a whistle and a foul call against Dave Madison. You heard the Pius fans maybe in the background letting off a little steam right there. They thought Voline carried the basketball a little bit. He's going to step to the line for 2 free throws. Dave Madison's first free throw. Steve Voline at the line. Steve with 8 points in the ball game, looking to go double figures. Shot up and good. Been an excellent game for Voline. He now is 1-2. He is 7 for 7 at the line and a chance to go 8 for 8. And boy, I'll tell you what, Coach Mick Anderson is extremely happy with that kind of shooting, though I just jinxed him because he missed the net. 53-40 right now. And Ryan brings the basketball left to right. Off to Tom Burt. To Madison at 3-point range. Cross-court pass Ryan. He'll try the drive right side. Tries to dish it off now to Tom Burt way out front. Burt, a long right-hand drive. Too strong off the glass. Rebound Randy Hoffman. Number 11. Dishes off to Eady. He'll move the basketball now the other direction for the Warriors. Voline at 3-point range. Passes up the shot. Still passes it up. They go to Hoffman, or Jason Glock in the lane. I'll tell you what, it's been so long since Jason Glock had touched the basketball, I forgot what he looked like. 17 points. He reminded me very quickly. He has 17 in the contest, 14 for Hoffman. We have a timeout on the court. Lincoln Pius takes it, 5:50 remaining, 55-40. Wahoo up by 15.
2 teams that work hard for Wahoo are the 2-time defending champion Warriors and the team that works for you at Max's Drugstore in Wahoo. Max, Bob, and the girls take this opportunity to remind you that Max's is a computerized family pharmacy. Insurance and income tax records of prescription purchases are provided at no charge. The team at Max's Drugstore in Wahoo is rooting for the Warriors to make it 3 straight and inviting you to think Max's first for all your pharmacy needs. Max's Drugstore in Wahoo.
Hickey Dickey in Wahoo is your store for one-stop shopping. All your needs under one roof. They have the freshest in produce, top choice meats in the meat department, huge grocery and health and beauty aid selection. The in-store 11th Street Cafe is a favorite, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner at a price that agrees with your pocketbook. Let's just say it straight out. Hickey Dickey has more in store for you. And coming to Hickey Dickey in Wahoo soon, Bank in a Box. Truly one-stop shopping at Hickey Dickey in Wahoo.
Scored a report from D2 action. Hampton over Hildreth, 54-44. Hildreth has been at this state tournament a number of times. And Pius, after the timeout, set to bring it back in. We'll see if Coach Tom Sibes for Pius Dance figured some way to get 15 points against Wahoo. This is a game very similar to yesterday. Joe Davis down the middle with a shot up and out of there. No good. Rebounded, though, by Ryan. Whistle and a foul. It'll go against Wahoo. They'll call it against Eady. Ryan Eady on the floor scrambling for that loose ball, and he fouled Bill Ryan. So Ryan will go to the line. I have that as foul number 1 on Eady, and that is correct. Bill Ryan at the line for the 1-and-1. He's 2 for 3 at the line on the ball game. 4 points in the contest for Ryan. So a lower scoring game than you might have expected. The Warriors, who averaged 90 coming in, yesterday was 76, today was 55, and they may not even hit the 76. So again, they're looking to win these ball games. They're not looking to set any point records. And so far, both performances have been smooth enough to give themselves a 15-point edge, and you can coast home when you do that. Second shot up and out of there by Ryan. Rebound, fought for, and brought down by Voline and Davis. They'll whistle the foul on Voline. If they do, that's number 4. is that's what they're going to do. They're going to call Voline for number 4 and send Joe Davis to the line. So we'll see if Coach Mick Anderson makes any kind of a move. Coach Anderson is helped out, by the way, by Mark Watton, of course. And no adjustment in the lineup for the Warriors. Joe Davis' shot is up and in. Davis has quietly put together 7 points now. 5 of those coming from the free throw line. He's going to get another try for the Thunderbolts. Number 15, second shot up and in, good. And it's 55-43 again, a 12-point game. Ryan Eady on a full-out run, and Tom Bird just hammered him from behind. It was an accident, but that's going to count as a foul on Tom Bird. Ryan Eady put on the brakes, and Bird just kind of climbed up his back a little bit. Ryan held his ground and drew the foul. Eady will go to the line. Ryan Eady, the junior, who was also one of the people, he and Inbody came off the bench last year in that big game against Pius in the finals and really did some wonderful things. I often wonder about how 2 guys that are sophomores like that could come in, help you win such a big game for a state title. How do you expect them to ever be nervous in anything basketball-wise thereafter? And they've proven me correct because they're not the least bit nervous out there, Inbody or Eady. 2 veterans and still both just juniors. 57-43, Eady hits both of the free throws. Cross-court pass, again, zone defense by the Warriors. In the lane, Erling wants the shot, puts it up and hits it. This Mike Erling off the bench now has 8 for Pius. 57-45, spin move by Troy Johnston, has the ball nearly taken away. Now Hoffman Glock in the lane to Hoffman now. Ball's loose on the floor, finally brought down by Ryan. Ryan wants to go the other way off the Burt, pulls up at 16 feet, banks it, can't get it to fall. Rebound, Eady. And a whistle and a foul on Burt or Ryan. They point to Ryan, so it's going to be Ryan's 5th foul, I believe. If that was on Bill Ryan, who has sparked this Pius team in the second half, he will foul out, I believe. Number 5 on Bill Ryan. He is just a junior, one of 4 juniors in the starting lineup for Pius. He'll try to bring this team back next year for one more trip. Should mention, Pius has been the runner-up in Class B for 3 years running. Doesn't look like they're going to end up that way here, but they finish in the Final 4 in their division. Ryan Eady at the line. And Eady on the ball game now with 11 points, including 5 out of 6 at the line. First one is up and rolls out of there. This is the front end of a 1-and-1. With a basketball now in the ball game, Russ Campbell replaces Ryan. Campbell works against the zone, takes it off to the right wing, cross-court pass to Madison, back to Campbell. Well, he might have shuffled the feet a little bit. The Wahoo fans wanted it. They won't get it. Cross-court pass to Madison. And Pius still a little bit reluctant to take the 3-point try. It's really the only chance they've got is they throw the basketball out of bounds, but they'll say it went off Glock. When Wahoo sets up in their zone defense, they've got Eady on the top, Hoffman down underneath, Voline, Glock, and Johnston on the wings on the 1-3-1, and they forced the turnover on the inbound pass. Erling took it, stepped out of bounds, stepped right back on the inline, giving the basketball back to the Warriors. We have a timeout on the court, and with the score of 57-45, we'll take a 1-minute break.
If you're going to the state basketball tournament to root for the Warriors this weekend, the brand new Hardee's restaurant in Wahoo has a message for the boys and for you. Good luck to them on their try for championship number 3, and for you, stop in on your way to or from the games to enjoy their Fisherman's Filet special with regular fries, just $1.99 plus tax. Celebrate the great Warrior season with the newest member of the cheerleading squad, Hardee's Restaurant in Wahoo. Would you like to give the greatest gift possible to a loved one or friend for the next important event that comes up? Something extra special? Then you need to think of Lucille's Gift Shop in downtown Wahoo. Maybe a collectible from the Precious Moments collection would be appropriate, along with a perfect card from the wide variety available at Lucille's. Lucille's Gift Shop offers the best of luck to the Wahoo Warriors in their bid for title number 3 and invites you to shop Lucille's for all your Easter season needs.
We have a 57-45 ball game, and right now Wahoo has done exactly what I think they wanted to do down here, and that is get themselves a comfortable lead in these first 2 ball games. They've left the starters in. They haven't taken them out by any means, but it's a lot easier to play when you have a 12 to 15-point lead. That's what they've had throughout. Voline in backcourt needs some help. Gets the ball across the timeline to Glock. Glock, way out front. Will never tire out, I don't believe. He has the basketball. He's going to try to go around Madison, and he's going to be fouled. Dave Madison reached in from the backside. So Glock, who has 17 now in the ball game, will go to the line, and he'll get a 1-and-1 here. Surprisingly enough, Jason is 0 for 2 in the ball game in the second half, both of those free throws coming. And we'll see if Jason can get back on the groove. He does right there with a beauty. 18 points now. Chance to make it 19 and a chance to move that lead for Wahoo to a 14-point spread. If he hits this, it'll be 59-45, and he does. 4:18 to go in the ball game. Just a point short of 20 now for Jason Glock. And a up-court pass to Madison. Steals the long pass from Campbell. Madison pulls up, dishes inside to Burt, and a whistle and a foul on Voline. He stepped in there. Now Steve is going to foul out. I think so. His fourth foul. Okay, I was one too many on that for Steve. Foul number 4 for Voline, and that's the line Tom Burt. Burt has 12 points in the ballgame. This is his second trip to the line. He bounced one off the front of the rim in the third period. He will fire up the free throw and hit it. And for all intents and purposes, it looks like Wahoo will return here tomorrow night for the finals to take on either York or Grand Island Northwest. So you almost have to think it'll be Grand Island Northwest. Second shot up and in by Burt as well. He has 14 now in the game and back to a 12-point margin, 59-47. Grand Island Northwest has a 6'7" young man, Pat Hesselgesser. I almost hope they don't win. I can't say that name. Hesselgesser. He will be difficult for the Warriors with all that size. Ryan Eady down in the corner to Voline. Voline passes up the shot now very patiently. Gives to Glock at the free throw line. Jason drives down the middle, uses the left shoulder. They're going to whistle a foul on the block. Glock had the left shoulder in there and did get in there strong with it, but Madison was moving backwards and took all the charge, but he was moving too much when it happened, so the foul was not called on Glock. Third foul against Madison, by the way. And Glock will go to the line. He's going to get a chance to get that 20th point in this game. Jason Glock could very definitely end up as one of the all-time leading scorers in all-state or in state tournament play. He does not show up on the list yet coming into this tournament, but his first 2 years he produced a ton of points for the Warriors, and I would think that after this tournament finishes, after today and tomorrow night, assuming they get there, that Jason Glock will be on the charts in pretty good shape, and it's just a matter then of getting back here next year and adding some more on. Shot up and out of there, so Glock misses the free throw. Still at 19 and for the game, 58 for the tournament so far, and a 59-47 game. Campbell with the basketball, dishes inside to Erling. Erling turns it around, wants to go up with the basketball, throws it right into the hands of Troy Johnson. Thought he was fouled, didn't get the call. And here comes Eady the other way, picked up by Campbell. Whistle and a blocking foul on Russ Campbell. So Ryan Eady will go to the line. And you might expect these final 3:25 to take 3 minutes and 25 seconds to take a while, because fouling is the only thing Pius can do. Campbell's first foul, Ryan Eady to the line. And Ryan Eady has moved into double figures with 11 right now. That is his season's average. Young man does most of his offensive output with his passing and drawing out the defense. Eady hits the first one. When you have three-point shooters like Bernie Embody and Ryan Eady, it certainly opens things up in the middle, and that's why Randy Hoffman gets a lot of rebounds. Each time Hoffman gets a rebound, he should turn around and say, "Thanks, Randy." Especially an offensive rebound. Ryan. Randy should say thanks to Ryan. Both free throws are good. It's a 61-47 game. Speaking of offensive rebounds there, of course, as Randy Hoffman gets an awful lot of offensive boards and putbacks for points. Here's a give out to Campbell. Three-point try from outside. Short. Brought down by Voline. And Voline off to Hoffman. Nice rebound for Steve Voline that time. With the basketball, Troy Johnson gives to Glock. Baseline move for Glock. Right-hander is up and in. And they're going to call him for an offensive charge. So don't count it. Second foul on Glock. That call may have been proper. Jason didn't like it, and I'm not positive about it. I won't make that statement. One of those down underneath baseline moves could be called either way. Jason drew the foul that time. His third foul, they say, in the game. I had him for 2. 2 minutes, 54 seconds. It's a 14-point game. And a steal by Hoffman and Eady. Lob pass to Glock. He's going to go up easy off the glass. Now he's got 21 in the ball game. 60 for the tournament. 63-47 That's the good news for the Warriors, a 16-point lead. They'll sit back and watch the winner of Northwest from Grand Island. And York is shot up by Tom Burt. No good rebound. Jason Glock pulls it down, dishes off to Edie. They'll move the basketball very quickly down court to Voline. He's all alone. Basket's good. Wahoo now taking charge. 11 points for Voline. And again, they are saying Voline at the scoreboard. I would like to get myself to say that too. I heard, though, it was Voline. We'll wait and see. Shot up and in on the other end by Joe Davidson. He's fouled. 65 right now to 47. And we'll wait for the points to count, make it 65-49 now. The basket does count by Davis. And we'll look to see who is charged with the foul. Steve Voline comes out, as does Troy Johnston. Randy Hoffman was whistled for the foul, his third. Joe Davis at the line to try to convert the three-point play at 65-49. And again, don't look for any comeback from Pius in this case, at least not 15 points. Free throw is up and good by Davis. And he now has 11 points. We have another timeout on the court. We're only 2 minutes and 10 seconds away from finishing this one up. 65-50 Wahoo, back in 60 seconds.
The death of a loved one can raise many questions and concerns. During these times, you want answers, not more questions. Erickson Bruce Funeral Home in Wahoo has the answers for you and the experience to support those answers. Directors William J. Bruce and Jackie Anderson continue a tradition that has provided dignified professional service to all faiths since 1907. Erickson Bruce Funeral Home is at 911 North Linden in Wahoo, offering best wishes to the Wahoo Warriors at the state tournament. Don Peterson and Associates has insurance offices in Fremont, West Point, and Wahoo. Mike Waddle is your agent in Wahoo with an office at 543 North Linden. Let Mike Waddle show you how Don Peterson and Associates can solve your insurance problems in areas of business, life, health, home, auto, and farm. In Wahoo, call 443-3742 for Mike Waddle of Don Peterson and Associates, a locally owned independent insurance agency.
That's a 15-point margin for Wahoo. Scott Latham enters the ballgame for the first time. And a lot of backcourt pressure. Joe Hendricks knocks the basketball out of bounds. It's going to go back to Wahoo. Full court pressure now. Lincoln Pius will see what they can do with 2 minutes and 8 seconds to go. But Jason Glock has the basketball. Four-corner offense to beat this press. Long throw down court. Glock throws it right into the hands, though, of Hendricks. Randy Hoffman went the wrong direction. Here's a shot from way out by Campbell. Bounces it up and out of there. Rebound, a great rebound by Jason Glock. He's fouled from behind. Well, Scott Latham stands in there at 6'7". Glock is 6'4". They both went up for the rebound. Glock was about a half inch or so up higher than Latham. Pulled it down. And he's fouled. The foul is on Hendricks. He is fouled out of the ball game. Well, they missed a couple of, charged him with a couple I didn't see. But he is out of the ball game. 65-50, and Glock ready to go down to the other end with 21 points in the ball game already. Entering the ball game, number 35, Larry Vertiska for Pius. I'd like to congratulate Pius on another good season. They're here again. That's something a lot of teams cannot say. They've made the trip back to Lincoln one more time. Well, they live in Lincoln, I guess, don't they? Made the trip to the state tournament, I should say. Free throw up and good by Glock. He has 22. And Inbody will replace Ryan Eady, and they'll give Eady a good hand with 2 minutes to go on the clock. The Wahoo fans want to thank Ryan for another fine performance. Glock will get another try at the line. And the score is now 67-50. Jason hit them both. 13 points for Ryan Eady. Here's a three-point try from way outside by Madison. No good. Rebound brought down by Hoffman. And he's going to, another whistle on the side. Whistle and a foul. Hoffman took the rebound. Looked like he was going to go the length of the court with it. And somebody got in his way. Randy with 12 rebounds unofficially. He may have a couple more that I don't have. But a fine game for this guy. 6'5" and a senior. And definitely one of the leaders of this Warrior squad. Looking to pick up his third gold medal for first place. Hoffman at the line, throws up the shot, and can't get it to fall. It bounces out of there. So the free throws have been a little weak for the Warriors today, but that's about the only part of their game that hasn't been up to snuff. Campbell dishes it inside to Davis. Whistle and a foul on Jason Glock. That should be foul number 4, I believe, on Jason. 17-point game at 67-50. Nothing to do now but wait till this final minute 42 runs out. Joe Davis goes to the line. Well, I'll tell you, the Pius X Thunderbolts have spent a great deal of time at the line in this second half. 17 trips to the line in the second half. Davis hits the first. He has nailed 6 in a row. 17 trips to the line for, this is number 18 right now, in the second half alone. Second shot up and good. Joe Davis on a hot streak. 67-52. It's a 15-point game. Here's Bernie Inbody in the corner. They try for the steal, can't get it to him. Down on the other end, Latham up off the glass, can't hit it, but he's fouled. No, they're going to say he traveled. Latham couldn't get his feet under control. 1 minute and 37 seconds to go. The ball's turned back over to Pius. Russ Campbell has the basketball working against Inbody. There's a matchup for you, both about 5'7" or so. And Hoffman comes out to pick up Madison. Madison's three-point try from way out, hits it. Dave Madison started the game with a three-pointer, hit one in the second quarter, now comes back to hit one in the third, or the fourth, and we have a backcourt foul on Russ Campbell, his second. So Madison with 3 bombs in the ball game. 67-55, again back to that 12-point deficit. And walking to the other end, it's going to be Bernie Inbody. Bernie with 4 in the ball game. He had 13 yesterday. Bernie hit a shot directly right down in front of us off to the right side from about 27 feet, 26 feet, 25, right in that neighborhood. And that's a high-priced neighborhood, by the way. But he drilled that thing last year to give the Warriors a chance to get within 3. Then he stole the basketball as he hits the free throw here. Stole the basketball, was wise enough to dish it off to Troy Glock. And Troy threw up a shot that was destined to go down and did go down, tied the ball game, sent it into overtime. Inbody, second free throw, in and out of there. Rebound taken down by Pius, 13-point game. Madison out to Campbell. Campbell swings it right side, back to Madison. He'll try another 3 from out front. Well short. Rebound, Jason Glock. Down court. Oh, he nearly had Inbody on the break, but the ball was tipped away. Here's a give inside to Madison, up off the glass. No good. Rebound, Glock again. This time he looks off left, gives it off to Inbody. 68-55. We're under a minute. We have another foul on Russ Campbell. That means Bernie Inbody is going to take the trip the other way again. Let's take another 30-second timeout as Bernie takes the long walk. We'll be back here in half a minute.
Hey, when you're done watching the Wahoo Warriors steal, shoot, and score points at the state basketball tournament, get on over to Sack and Save in Wahoo and find winners in every aisle, like Wimmer's Wieners, 2.5-pound bag, only $4.99. New Farmstead bacon is just $1.19 for the 12-ounce size, and Braunschweiger is only 59 cents a pound. You'll always find 10 to 30% off and double coupons every day at Sack and Save in Wahoo, the grocery store of champions like the Wahoo Warriors.
And Inbody hits the first free throw, equally hits the second free throw. He's been at the line 6 times in the day. He's nailed 5, 70-55. Nice convenient score as Campbell goes down the middle, whistle and a foul on Latham. Scott Latham's going to draw the foul, and they'll send Campbell to the line for 2. He has yet to score in this ball game. Latham with foul number 1. Well, I'd like to remind you, the Wahoo Warriors are here on their own, but they have a big following, a lot of support, and they also have some support helping you bring this basketball game to you. Jenny's Cafe up in Wahoo. Thank you very much. Erickson First Funeral Home, Lucille, Balky Motors, Fairview Cafe, Daly's Clinic Pharmacy, Eddie's Automotive, Dwayne's Repair, Cerny Auto Body and Towing, Calvary Baptist Church as Randy Hoffman and Mike Dvorak leave the ball game. Into the ball game for the Wahoo Warriors. Let's get the names of these youngsters. Coming into the ball game. What did I do with my sheet? Here it is right here. Jeff Simons entered the ball game. Also in the ball game, Trent Toline. So Simons and Toline entering. Glock, Latham, and Inbody still on the court. Free throw up by Russ Campbell is good. He gets another try. Now the Lincoln Pius team brings in a lot of their substitutes as well. Some more of our sponsors: Coastal Mart, M.E. Collins Contracting, Don Peterson Associates in Wahoo, Berkeley Envelope, Bethlehem Lutheran Church, Ace Hardware and Lumberyard, B. Wright Printing, Charlie Barber Construction, Howard's Auto Grooming, All Sweep, and A.J.'s Upholstery. Thank you all very much. Down court pass to Latham. He lays it up too strong. Tip try up, no good by Toline. Tip try up by no good also by Simon. And finally, with 33 seconds, the rebound is brought down by Pius. 70-56. Down on the other end, the shot is too strong. In-body tried for the rebound. The ball gets away from him out of bounds. Campbell's second free throw was up and good, by the way, a little bit ago, 70-56, and there are 25 seconds remaining. Well, this is when it got hairy last year, but now no chance this time. Bernie In-body comes off, as does Jason Glock, to a big, huge applause from the crowd. Coming into the ball game for Wahoo, number 23, that is Justin Anderson. Number 20 in there, I should say, Joel Wyan. And who else do we have? Tolene is on the court. Number 22 is Justin Anderson. Whistle and a foul, and Justin Anderson's going to get himself in the book because he just fouled. So we're about to run out the clock here now with 17 seconds to go, 70-56. And it's also 3 o'clock. You should know that right now that you're listening to KH2B and KFMT in Fremont, Nebraska. I'm Ted Venema. Still a little bit of time here to go. We'll have a very, very brief post-game show as we have other radio stations getting in here to cover their teams. Actually, we're about ready for a break. They'll be taking the lengthy session break here and then moving on as the free throw is put up and in by number 35. Second one is up and out of there. And down the other direction with a score 70-57. We may not get this one over because we have a whistle and a foul on number 31 for Pius. That is Greg Long. Free throw was made by Vertiska, by the way. Hit the first one, missed the second one. And down on the other end, Scott Latham's going to get his chances at the line. Let's give you Jason Glock's totals on the game. 23 points. He has 62 now for the two-game tournament so far. 13 points for Ryan Eady. 7 points for Bernie In-body. Scott Latham hits the free throw. Latham now has his first point in the game. Steve Volan had 11 in this contest with a good performance from him. Randy Hoffman, just a ton of free throws tonight, and 14 points to boot. Second shot up and in by Latham. He hits them both. He'll finish the game with 2. It's 72-57. Here's a shot from the corner. Put up and out of there. Rebound brought down by Latham. The steal by Pius. The ball's put back up and in, and again a rebound. And in the lane, number 21 with a firing it up for Pius. That's Brian Caniglio with the final basket of the ball game. The ball game is over. It's a 72-59 final score. I'll take a 60-second break, and we'll be back to wrap it up with the final point total.
Wahoo State Bank announces, coming soon to Hinky Dinky in Wahoo, the neighborhood bank you carry in your pocket. Wahoo State's Bank in a Box. And right now, get a free 2-liter bottle of pop with each approved Bank in the Box card application, along with the chance to win a super shopping spree at Hinky Dinky in Wahoo. The Wahoo Warriors keep up with the latest and best basketball game plans, and Wahoo State Bank keeps in step with the latest in banking with Bank in a Box. Ask Wahoo State Bank how to get yours. Member FDIC.
You're used to getting 100% effort from your Wahoo Warriors each time they play. And you're used to paying 100% of the cost on items like wallpaper. Well, not at Hoppy's Complete Decorating Center in Wahoo. Right now, through March 31st, you can get 30% off on selected wallpaper, 20% off on materials and labor. And the selection is wide with 75 books to choose your special ordered wallpaper from. Bring the spring season in with the latest in bright designs from Hoppy's Complete Decorating Center, 135 East 5th Street in downtown Wahoo.
72-59, the final here as Wahoo picks up their 63rd consecutive victory. And let's find out whether or not they can go for the $64,000 question tomorrow night when they're in the finals to face the winner of Grand Island Northwest and York, a game that will be played at 5 o'clock this afternoon. Here are the point totals for the winning Wahoo Warriors. Congratulations to them. 7 points for Bernie In-body. Ryan Eady had 13. Mike Dvorak, no points, but a fine effort off the bench. Troy Johnson with a couple of points. Scott Latham got his 2 points late in the ball game. Jason Glock, the leader again, 23 points. Randy Hoffman had 14, but he had a dozen rebounds or more. Steve Volan with 11, and Volan with like about 8 out of 9 or 7 out of 8, I guess it was, from the free throw line. So he really chipped in with a lot of help. For Lincoln Pius, who finishes their season in the top 4 once again. They'll be back. They have a lot of juniors on their squad. Leading scorer, Tom Burt, a 20-point scorer throughout the season. He was held to 14. Joe Davis had 13. 9 points for Dave Madison, 6 points for Hendricks, 8 for Mike Erling off the bench, 5 for Bill Ryan, 2 for Russ Campbell, 2 for Caniglio, and 1 for Larry Vertiska. The final score, 72-59. Let's reset things for you. We want to thank all the Wahoo sponsors. who helped us bring you the coverage of this ball game, and they'll be right back to do it again tomorrow night. We invite you to watch the game on TV, but turn the tube down and listen to us. We'll broadcast it. We know the names. Last year, I think TV fouled up the names most of the time. And 72-59 the final here. Again, tomorrow night, the winner of Grand Island Northwestern York taking on this Wahoo Warrior team for their third consecutive championship. That's what it's all about. That game will start at 7 o'clock. We'll go on the air with a pregame show at about a quarter till 7 tomorrow night. So you be sure to join in. Brian Eaton will be with me tomorrow night to bring you coverage of that ball game. And, well, it will be our pleasure. Third year in a row, we'll be boosting the Warriors as far as we can get them. Time is now about 4 minutes past 3 o'clock. We'll take you back to Kevin Manna and music at KHUB. I want to thank Carla James for her efforts back at the studio today. You Wahoo Warrior fans, let me know if you'd like tapes of the ball games. We can work that out with you, too. Just simply call KHUB KFMT after the tournament is over, and we'll help you out as much as we can. I'm Ted Venema, asking you to return and join us tomorrow night at 6:45 for the finals of the Class B State High School Basketball Championship between York and Grand Island Northwest winner and this Wahoo Warrior team. Goodbye now.
You can run for speed.